ODI cricket has seen some of the finest talents in the history of sport. Batsmen who have defined eras, broken records, and left an indelible mark on the game. From players who dominated with their consistency to those who changed the way the game is played. These cricketers have earned their place in the pantheon of greatness. In this video, I will make you take a look at the top 5 ODI batsmen of all time. These players are ranked not just by numbers or statistics, but by the sheer impact that they have had on the game of cricket. These players have redefined what it means to excel in the 50 over format and have set benchmarks that future generations will strive to achieve. Let's dive into the careers of these legends, explore their unforgettable moments, and understand why they are considered the best in the history of one day international cricket. Making the top 5. The number 5 on the list, Ricky Ponting from Australia. Ricky Ponting was not only a prolific batsman, but he was also one of the greatest captains in ODI history. His aggressive style, leadership, and ability to anchor innings under pressure were pivotal to Australia's dominance in the 2000s. He won 3 straight World Cups for Australia: 1999, 2003 and 2007, leading the country in 2003 and 2007 World Cups. His knock of 140 not out in the 2003 World Cup final against India will forever be remembered and cherished by his fans. He also led Australia in the most unforgettable one day match of all time, the first time that any team crossed 400 mark. 2006 ODI match, the fifth match of the 5-match ODI series against South Africa at Johannesburg. Australia made 434 in the first innings, with Ponting leading the way for his side, scoring a remarkable 164. South Africa, in their reply, scored 438, and that became the only time in cricket history till that time that team had crossed 400. Ricky Ponting had a fantastic career spanning across 17 years from 1995 till 2012. He played in 375 ODI matches and scored 13,704 runs. He also scored 30 centuries at an average of 42, which was considered a phenomenal average during his era. He also played the majority of his career at number 3, which is considered as the most critical position in ODI cricket. So Ricky Ponting very deservedly makes it into our top 5 ODI batsmen of all time. Let's go to the next batsman. Number 4, Vivian Richards from West Indies. Vivian Richards revolutionized ODI cricket with his aggressive and fearless batting style. Known for his swagger and power hitting, he was way ahead of his time. That made him one of the most feared cricketers, the most feared batsman of his era. His career spanned from 1975 to 1991. He played 187 ODI matches and amassed 6,721 runs. He averaged 47 at a strike rate of 90, which was unheard of in that era. He was a pioneer of aggressive batting and he was feared by bowlers globally. He till date remains one of the most feared and respected cricketers in the history of ODI cricket. Vivian Richards for you. Number 4 in our list of top 5 ODI batsmen of all time. Now we are going to number 3 in our list of top 5 ODI batsmen of all time. And it's AB de Villiers from South Africa, my personal favorite. AB de Villiers is regarded as one of the most versatile and explosive batsmen in the history of ODI cricket. His ability to play 360-degree shots made him incredibly hard to bowl to, and his ability to accelerate an innings or chase down a target made him a match winner. De Villiers had 25 centuries in ODI cricket. You know one interesting part? All of these 25 centuries came at a strike rate of 100 plus. You look at his stats and it's just unseen of from any other player. An average of 53 at a strike rate of 101.09 in ODI cricket, something that no other batter has ever replicated. The most explosive batsman in the history of ODI cricket with unmatched consistency, AB de Villiers was an unbelievable player. Although he couldn't play as long as some of his contemporaries, but in the limited time that he played the One Day International format, he was an extraordinary batsman. He has the record for the fastest half century, the fastest century, and the fastest 150 in the history of ODI cricket. His fastest ODI century came off just 31 balls against West Indies. The 150, the fastest 150 that he amassed, that came in the 2015 ODI World Cup, again against the West Indies. AB de Villiers also had one of the most remarkable ODI World Cups of all time in 2015, where he averaged 64 at a strike rate of 144. And no, we are not talking about T20. We are talking about One Day International format. Throughout the World Cup, his strike rate was 144. Can you just imagine how explosive he was throughout the entire World Cup? But unfortunately, the semi-final which South Africa lost against New Zealand, his innings was cut short because of rain. Otherwise, I personally believe that he would have taken the match out of the hands of New Zealand. Again, one of the greatest stroke players of all time, AB de Villiers from South Africa. Now, before we come to the top 2 ODI batsmen of all time, I am going to take some names, some honorable mentions who couldn't make our list. And you know, when you see Brian Charles Lara in the list of honorable mentions, you know that the ODI cricket has seen some of the greatest batsmen, because Brian Charles Lara was one of the greatest cricketers ever. He was known for his flair and his ability to play big knocks. He was the only standout player for West Indies during his time. He played some of the best knocks in the history of ODI cricket and has still till date the highest score in Test cricket. But that's for another day. Right now, we are discussing ODI cricket, and Brian Lara, his swashbuckling knocks, his flair while batting left-handed was unmatched. Another one who couldn't make the list, Kumar Sangakkara from Sri Lanka. He was one of the most elegant and consistent left-handers in ODI history. He also was a wicketkeeper batsman, so that gave Sri Lanka a different dimension when they played the ODI cricket. They also reached 2 World Cup finals during his tenure, the 2007 World Cup which they lost to Australia and the 2011 World Cup which they lost to India. Kumar Sangakkara was one of the finest, most consistent players during his time. He also scored 4 consecutive ODI World Cup centuries during the 2015 edition of the World Cups. Kumar Sangakkara, again one of the greatest players, but couldn't make the list of top 5. And the final honorable mention that I am going to mention is MS Dhoni from India. A finisher par excellence and a leader who led India to multiple ICC trophies. MS Dhoni was one of the greatest finishers that the game has ever seen. He also played some of the greatest knocks, coming in at number 3, number 4. And everyone will remember his 91 not out in the 2011 World Cup final against Sri Lanka. He promoted himself up the order and played one of the greatest knocks in the history of Indian cricket in the World Cup final, when he was not even in touch throughout the entire World Cup. He didn't play a single great innings during that World Cup. But Komet the art, Komet the man, the captain of Indian cricket team, stood up and played the finest knock at the most crucial juncture. MS Dhoni is also one of our honorable mention, but couldn't make the list of our top 5 ODI batsmen. Now we are coming to the top 2. I will tell you, this was very difficult for me. I just couldn't decide who is going to be the number 2, who is going to be the number 1 ODI batsman of all time. These two have redefined the way ODI cricket is played. The consistency and the staggering stats that they have accumulated throughout their career can't be matched by any other cricketer. They have played some of the most iconic knocks, and they are truly the 2 most global icons in ODI cricket. Any guesses who is going to be the number 2 in this list? I think you all know who the top 2 batsmen in ODI cricket is. Any guesses who number 2 in the list would be? Please mention in the comment section. So, number 2 in the list of our top 5 ODI batsmen of all time is Virat Kohli from India. Virat Kohli has been one of the most dominant ODI batsmen in modern cricket. He is known for his remarkable consistency and ability to chase down totals. He is second only to Sachin Tendulkar in terms of ODI runs, and he has maintained a staggering average of 58.18 throughout his entire ODI career. He is definitely a modern day legend. He is still actively playing in the ODI format for India. He, in just 295 matches, has scored 13,906 runs, 50 centuries, which is the most centuries in the history of ODI cricket. Exceptional under pressure while chasing, played one of the most iconic knocks against Pakistan, 183 not out in the Asia Cup while chasing. Virat Kohli truly is a global icon, the biggest influential personality of India, a social media and a global star, and his fearless aggressive way of batting has fear into the hearts of the bowlers. Now, number 1, the greatest ODI batsman of all time, and he is the undisputed god of cricket. Unmatched consistency over a 23-year career. His ability to dominate in every condition and his knack of delivering in pressure situations made him a global icon. One of the legendary commentators once said about Sachin, when Sachin batted well, India slept well. And this quote truly was totally true. He was the sole reason why India even stood a chance during some of those ODI matches against Australia or Pakistan or even South Africa. He played some of the greatest ODI knocks and was also the first player to score a double century in ODIs against South Africa. Just look at his statistics. He started playing the ODI cricket, debuted for India at the age of 16. Career spanned from 1989 to 2012, played 463 ODI matches, scored 18,426 runs, 49 centuries at an average of 44.83 while opening the batting for India. This was something that was not seen in that era. An average of 34 to 36 could have been considered exceptional at that time. But Sachin Tendulkar batted at an average of 44.83, and that is how much big the gap was between him and the other players. He truly is the greatest ODI player of all time. This is the end of our video for today. I hope that you all have liked the video. We will be bringing in more such content for you to engage, to discuss. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.